My child, I need you to stop what you are doing right now and listen carefully to these words, because they are not coming from a place of coincidence or random thought. These words are being spoken directly to your heart at this precise moment, because your prayer has been heard, and the answer you have been desperately waiting for is arriving today. Yes, today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday in the distant future, but today. I know you may find this hard to believe after everything you have been through, after all the nights you cried yourself to sleep, wondering if anyone was listening, after all those moments when you felt completely alone in your struggle. But I am here to tell you that every single tear you shed has been collected. Every whispered prayer in the darkness has reached heaven, and the response is already on its way to you. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but in the spiritual realm, the wheels are already in motion, and what seemed impossible just hours ago is about to manifest in your reality. I am not speaking to you as a distant voice or an abstract concept. I am speaking to you as a mother who has watched over you since before you were born, who has seen every struggle you faced, who has felt every pain that pierced your heart, and who has been interceding on your behalf even when you did not know how to pray for yourself anymore. There is something you need to understand right now, something that will change the way you see everything that is about to happen in the next few hours. The delay you experienced was not a denial. It was a preparation. While you were waiting and wondering if your prayers were being ignored, heaven was actually arranging circumstances, moving people into position, and creating the perfect conditions for your breakthrough to happen in a way that would not just give you what you asked for, but would exceed your expectations beyond anything you could have imagined. I know there have been moments recently when you wanted to give up, when you questioned whether it was worth continuing to believe, when you felt like your faith was being tested beyond its limits. I saw you on those mornings when you woke up with a heavy heart, when the weight of your circumstances felt too much to bear, when you tried to put on a brave face for others while inside you were falling apart. I watched you during those long nights when sleep would not come, because your mind was racing with worry about how things were going to work out, about whether you would make it through this challenging season, about whether anyone truly understood what you were going through. But what you did not see during those difficult moments was that I was right there beside you, carrying you when you felt too weak to take another step, whispering hope into your spirit when despair tried to overwhelm you, and holding back forces that were trying to destroy you completely. The enemy wanted to use this waiting period to make you bitter, to cause you to lose faith, to convince you that your prayers were pointless. But I did not allow him to succeed, because I had bigger plans for you, and this situation was always meant to be the doorway to your greatest testimony. You need to know something important about what is happening right now as you hear these words. This is not a message meant for everyone who might hear it. This is a message specifically crafted for you at this exact moment in time, because your breakthrough has a divine appointment scheduled for today, and I need you to be ready to receive it. There are people who will hear these same words, but they will not carry the same weight or urgency, because they are not the ones whose answer is arriving today. But you are different, because your season of waiting has officially come to an end, and the manifestation phase is beginning right now. Let me tell you what I see happening in the spiritual realm at this very moment. There are angels that have been dispatched with the specific assignment of delivering your answer, and they are not moving slowly or casually. They are moving with divine urgency, because heaven knows that you have waited long enough, and the time has come for you to receive what has been promised to you. I also see barriers that were blocking your blessing being removed one by one. Obstacles that seemed immovable are crumbling. Doors that were locked shut are swinging open, and pathways that appeared completely blocked are suddenly clearing. But here is what you need to understand. When your answer arrives today, it may not look exactly like you expected it to look. It may not come through the person you thought would bring it. It may not happen in the way you had planned or imagined, because heaven's methods are often different from human expectations, and the way God chooses to answer your prayer is always designed to bring Him the most glory and bring you the most benefit, even if it requires you to adjust your perspective. I need you to stay alert today, because your answer might come disguised as an opportunity that seems small or insignificant at first. It might arrive through a conversation with someone you were not planning to talk to. It might show up as an idea that suddenly pops into your mind, or it might manifest as a door opening in a direction you had not considered before. The key is to remain spiritually sensitive and not dismiss anything as mere coincidence, because heaven is speaking through circumstances today, and what might look ordinary on the surface could actually be the divine delivery system for your miracle. There is something else I need to warn you about before your answer arrives. The enemy knows that your breakthrough is coming today, and he is going to make one final attempt to distract you, discourage you, or cause you to miss what is being sent your way. He might send an unexpected problem this morning to grab your attention and make you focus on the crisis instead of staying in a posture of expectancy. He might use someone close to you to speak negative words that cause you to doubt what you are hearing right now. He might create confusion or chaos in your environment to prevent you from having the clarity you need to recognize your answer when it shows up. But I am giving you this advance warning so that you will not fall for his schemes, so that when distractions come, you will recognize them for what they are and refuse to allow them to steal your focus, and so that you will guard your heart and mind against any voice that contradicts what heaven is declaring over you right now. You have not come this far and endured this much only to miss your answer because you were distracted in the final hour. So I need you to make a decision right now to stay focused, to protect your peace, to filter everything through the lens of faith, and to keep your spiritual antenna tuned to heaven's frequency no matter what happens around you today. The answer to your prayer has already left heaven, and it is headed your way, which means your job is not to make it happen or figure out how it is going to work. Your job is simply to remain in a position to receive it when it arrives. Now, I want to speak to you about something that has been weighing heavily on your heart, something you have been praying about with tears, something that keeps you awake at night with worry. You know exactly what I am referring to, because it is the first thing on your mind when you wake up, and the last thing you think about before you fall asleep. Maybe it is a financial need that has reached a critical point, and you do not know how you are going to make it through another week. Maybe it is a health situation that has not improved despite all the treatments and prayers. Maybe it is a relationship that seems broken beyond repair, and you have almost given up hope that restoration is possible. Maybe it is a dream that has been delayed so long you have started to wonder if it was ever real, or if you just imagined that God spoke to you about it. Whatever it is, I want you to know that I have not forgotten about it. Heaven has not ignored it, and the answer you have been seeking is included in what is arriving today. You do not need to keep rehearsing the problem or reminding heaven about your need, because every detail has been seen, every concern has been noted, and the solution has been custom designed specifically for your unique situation. What makes today different from yesterday is that the waiting period has officially ended, and the season of manifestation has begun, which means you are transitioning from the realm of promise into the realm of fulfillment, from hoping it might happen to witnessing it actually happen, from wondering if God heard you to seeing undeniable evidence that your prayers have been answered. I know some of you are thinking right now that this sounds too good to be true, that you have heard hopeful messages before and nothing changed, that you are afraid to get your hopes up only to be disappointed again. I understand that hesitation because disappointment is one of the most painful human experiences, and when you have been let down repeatedly, it becomes hard to trust that things will be different this time. But I need you to understand that this is not like those other times. This is not another empty promise or motivational speech designed to make you feel better temporarily. This is a divine decree being spoken over your life at a specific moment in time, because heaven's calendar has marked today as the day of your visitation, and when God sets an appointment, nothing in hell or earth can cancel it. The difference between previous disappointments and what is happening now is that those other situations were part of your preparation season where you were being refined, tested, and strengthened for what you are about to receive. But this moment represents the culmination of that preparation and the beginning of your harvest season, where you will reap the benefits of everything you sowed during your time of waiting. You have passed the test even though it did not always feel like it. You have remained faithful even when faithfulness seemed pointless. And now you are about to discover why the wait was necessary and why the delay was actually working in your favor the entire time. Let me paint a picture for you of what the next 24 hours could look like if you choose to receive what is being offered to you right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with the burden lifted, with the answer in hand, with the breakthrough manifested, with the testimony formed. Imagine looking back on today as the day everything changed, the day when heaven invaded your situation, the day when the impossible became possible, the day when your faith was vindicated and your patience was rewarded. Imagine the relief you will feel, the joy that will overflow from your heart, the peace that will replace the anxiety, the confidence that will replace the doubt. Imagine sharing your testimony with others who are still in their waiting season, and being able to encourage them with the evidence of what God did for you. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. This is the reality that is available to you today, if you will position yourself to receive it. If you will clear away the debris of doubt and disappointment. If you will make room in your heart and life for the answer to land. And if you will cooperate with heaven's timing instead of resisting it because it does not match your preferred schedule. The answer is arriving today. But whether you experience it or miss it depends entirely on the choice you make in this moment, to either believe and receive or doubt and dismiss. There is a reason this message found you today, out of all the days in your life. There is a reason you are hearing these specific words at this exact time. There is a reason something in your spirit is stirring right now, even if your mind is trying to analyze or question it. The reason is simple. Heaven is speaking directly to you because your prayer has reached the throne room. Your name has been called, your answer has been released, and divine forces are at work right now to ensure that what has been promised to you will be delivered into your hands before this day ends. You might be wondering what you need to do to prepare for this answer, or how you should respond to what you are hearing right now. The instruction is simple, but it requires your intentionality and focus. First, you need to quiet your mind and create space to hear heaven's voice clearly throughout the day, because your answer might come with specific instructions attached to it, and you need to be spiritually alert enough to receive those instructions when they arrive. Second, you need to release any unforgiveness, bitterness, or resentment you have been holding on to, because those things create blockages in the spiritual realm that can delay or hinder the delivery of your blessing. Third, you need to speak words of faith and expectation, rather than words of doubt and complaint, because your words have creative power and you are literally shaping your reality with what comes out of your mouth. Fourth, you need to take at least one practical action today that demonstrates your faith in what has been spoken to you, even if it is something small, because faith without action is dead, and heaven is looking for evidence that you truly believe what you are hearing right now. I also need to prepare you for what might happen after your answer arrives, because receiving your breakthrough is just the beginning, not the end. When your answer manifests today, there will be people who will not celebrate with you. There will be some who will question whether it was really God or just a coincidence. There will be others who will try to take credit for what heaven did. and there will even be a few who will become jealous or resentful because your blessing highlights their own lack. You need to decide right now that you will not allow other people's reactions to diminish your joy or cause you to doubt what God has done for you. Your testimony is not meant to make everyone comfortable. It is meant to bring glory to God and give hope to those who are still believing for their own breakthrough. Not everyone will understand your season or appreciate your story, but that is not your concern, because you are not living for their approval. You are living to fulfill the purpose for which you were created, and sometimes that means standing alone in your truth, while others criticize or question you from the sidelines. The answer arriving today is going to set you apart. It is going to elevate you. It is going to open doors that have been closed. And it is going to position you for the next phase of your journey, which will be greater than anything you have experienced so far. Before I finish speaking to you today, I want you to do something right now, in this very moment. I want you to close your eyes if you are in a place where you can safely do so. Place your hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and receive what is being released to you right now. The answer to your prayer is not just a concept or an idea. It is a spiritual reality that is being transferred to you in this moment. And as you open your heart to receive it, you are creating the pathway for it to manifest in the physical realm. Say these words out loud or in your heart. I receive the answer to my prayer today. I believe that what heaven has spoken is true. I release all doubt and embrace faith. I prepare my life to accommodate the blessing that is arriving. I will not be distracted, discouraged, or defeated in this final hour. I will stay alert, stay faithful, and stay expectant because my breakthrough is here. Those words are not magic, but they are powerful because they align your spirit with heaven's intention, and they declare your cooperation with what God is doing on your behalf. Now open your eyes and step into the rest of this day with confidence, knowing that you are not walking alone, that you are not hoping for something that might happen, but that you are moving towards something that is already in motion and will absolutely manifest before the sun sets tonight. If this message has stirred something in your spirit, if you sense that these words were meant specifically for you, then I need you to do 3 things right now. First, leave a comment below and simply type, I receive my answer today, because there is power in publicly declaring your faith. And when you make that declaration, you are essentially signing for the package that heaven is delivering to your door. Second, make sure you are subscribed to this channel because the message you heard today is just the beginning, and there are more words coming that you need to hear for the next phase of your journey. Third, press the like button, not as a casual gesture, but as an act of agreement with what has been spoken over your life, because your simple action is a seed of faith that will produce a harvest of breakthrough. Your answer is arriving today. The wait is over. The breakthrough is here, and your testimony is being written right now. Do not let this moment pass without responding. Do not ignore what your spirit is telling you, and do not talk yourself out of the miracle that is already on its way. This is your day. This is your time. This is your moment. And heaven is watching to see what you will do with it.